Hello everyone and welcome back to Speedbird676. I hope everyone's doing well on the ground and also in the air. Now I have some news regarding this one air carrier that I have yet to touch on in this channel. However, it has been in the mainstream media of the aviation realm for a good while now, and that is the current situation regarding Jet Airways. Now the question that's looming over the financial situation, or rather the financial crisis surrounding Jet Airways, is that can Jet Airways be saved? Now, Jet Airways is the second largest carrier in India behind Air India, and sadly, it's pretty much on its last thread. Now, for the past few years, Jet Airways has been looking for investors to invest into the airline. Now, if you didn't know, Etihad is one of those investors. However, they said that they will not be investing any more money into the falling carrier. Now, even though, yes, as stated before, they are a part of the Etihad network, Etihad has stated wholeheartedly that they will not be bailing out the airline due to its recent financial troubles, as well as living up to its loan commitment payments that they promised to give back to Etihad. Now, if it wasn't bad enough that Etihad has been struggling for the past few years, no one is struggling as bad as Jet Airways. It's gotten so bad that the former CEO and founder of the airline, Naresh Goyal, has been forced to resign. 90% of the fleet is pretty much grounded, and they're pretty much only operating within the country of India. Just 24 hours before this recording, Jet Airways got rid of its London Heathrow landing slots. And as we all know, London Heathrow is one of the busiest airports in the world. Giving up such a pivotal slot within a huge market share between India and England is a real big blow to the airline. This also states that if Jet Airways gets back to its feet, it will be a very long time, possibly, before they go back into London Heathrow. Slots at the airport can cost airlines tens of millions of dollars, and the most was $75 million, which was sold by Oman Air. As stated by Simply Flying, the essentials to their recent financial troubles comes to these key factors. Number 1, competition and price wars in the marketplace within India. Number 2, year after year of massive losses for the airline. 3, which is pretty much the mainstay of the aviation world right now, which is the 737 MAX crisis, the grounding of the 737 MAX. However, Jet Airways only has 5, but they did order 217 of the aircraft type, which is a huge order for an airline, regardless if it's going to be leased or owned. And finally, number 4, a lack of cash flow as the airline struggles to make sales. This comes to no surprise since Air India and Jet Airways have both been experiencing such troubles. Rising carrier Indigo has been continuously haunting the marketplace for both Air India and Jet Airways. But a lot of people are asking, should Jet Airways be saved overall? Even though it comes as a risk, but it could be a good venture for any airline that invests into them, or any investor that looks to invest into them to save the carrier. Jet Airways is a part of a huge tap into the Indian market. They also have a large extensive fleet which goes as follows: 5 Airbus A330-200s, 4 Airbus A330-300s, 15 ATR 72-500s, 1 ATR 72-600, 4 737-700s, 65 737-800s, 2 737-900s, 4 737-900ERs, and they also have 5 out of 142 737 MAX 8s, which are grounded, which 75 extra will be the 737 MAX 9, which hasn't come to the carrier as of yet. They have 10 777-300ERs, and they have 10 787-9s on order. However, though the fleet seems very promising, 1,100 Jet Airways pilots announced that from April 15th, they will no longer fly. This is through protests, since Jet Airways hasn't given any of their employees the proper procedures throughout this financial crisis, and also haven't even paid them the amount of money that they have been asking for a very long time. And aside from that, a lot of employees of Jet Airways hasn't been getting paid due to the financial crisis, which the airline has been asking tentatively for their employees to pretty much tank with them, which a lot of employees haven't been getting paid at all. So with all that being said, how do you feel about the current situation at Jet Airways? Please feel free to let me know. And which airline investor, or investor in general, do you feel should buy Jet Airways? Please feel free to let me know. And as always, I'd like to take the time for thanking you for watching Speedbird676, and I'll be taking flight with you in the next video. See you soon.